If you prepare alkaline soil and you plant blueberries, they're going to die. Because blueberries will only grow in acidic soil. Acidophilus means acid-loving. Acidophilus. That's Latin for acid-loving. So you need an acidic environment for acidophilus to grow. That's why you're using lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, products like this with 23 organic plants that have been fermented over and over. The probiotics are used up. You still have to take your probiotics. What you're getting here are secondary and tertiary metabolites that nobody's talking about. But they're able to go into the body and dramatically reduce inflammation systemically. So people are using this for autoimmune conditions. Top clinics, Paracelsus Clinic in Switzerland, Germany, Dr. Rao, Lyme's disease protocol, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis. You can go on to YouTube and type in regulat live blood cell. Enter. It's a 4-minute video. You're going to see live blood cell microscopy. Anybody ever seen their blood under a live blood cell? Yes, quite a few. Okay, you'll be able to see their pathogenic blood with worm-like formations. They put a drop of regulat on the slide, and then you watch what happens. All these worm-like structures get broken up into smaller pieces and broken up further and disappear and morph back into positive and friendly bacteria because you've changed the terrain. When you change the terrain, you change the bacteria that grows in that terrain. So if you want to grow good blueberries, don't put alkaline soil, don't put like wood ash, put acidic minerals in your soil. You got to kind of specify what crop do you want to grow. So the microbiome that you're going to grow is going to be really dependent on what you eat, and that's why it's really good to eat a plant-based diet. I'm all for the research all shows. These high vegan diets work for anti-inflammatory, for heart disease, but fat has to be very low. Or you can eat very high fat with very low carb. The carbs have to be full of fiber and prebiotics. That works amazing for anti-aging, for cognitive, for reversing tumors, and for numerous epigenetic modulation to take over and look after some of the defects in your own epigenome so that you can actually circumvent your own DNA. Because depending on how you think and how centered you are and the food that you eat, you can actually modulate and manipulate your genetic expression. Because the epigenome is a superscript that's above your DNA. So you have the ability to affect your destiny. By taking the regulat, you're changing the terrain. This is a terrain changer. And by changing the terrain, you allow the bad bacteria to morph and change back into good form, and you absorb more nutrition, you can think more clearly, and it's a cascade of healing. One thing affects the other, and then suddenly new systems are coming online. Hormonal balance. But you need to take in the raw materials. But despite all these modalities, meditation, exercise, prayer, superfoods, nutrients, if you're not sleeping, if you don't get at least 8 hours sleep, if you only get 6, your natural killer cells are reduced by up to 70%. Those are natural killer cells, are the ones that go out and seek the foreign invaders and destroy them before they have a chance to attack your DNA. So sleep is the final frontier. Everybody wants to talk about alkaline. I want to talk about acid. Lipoic acid, ascorbic acid, lactobacillic acid. It's about the acid. It's not really about the alkaline. If you eat high quality acidic foods, they allow your blood to maintain homeostatic controls. You can't have alkaline blood, you would die. You'd go into a coma and die. Your blood can't fluctuate hardly, not even a minuscule amount. And you use your bones as buffers to maintain that alkalinity. But we're so addicted to dopamine that we have to keep eating the carbs over and over because we keep getting that dopamine hit every time we eat the carbs. I'm so thankful from just the universe that I've been led after 27 years to understand the impact of carbohydrate, and that if I want to slow degeneration and truly look younger at 77, younger at 80, that forget about all the products that I sell, Organic Traditions, and all these phenomenal supplements. It's all up to the macronutrition. If you eat high quality macronutrition, you're going to get high quality micronutrition. It's hiding inside the food. The antioxidants are the pigments. That's why it's yellow and green and blue and purple. The pigments are where the antioxidants are. Whether it's anthocyanin, that's purple and blue, or beta-carotene, that's orange, or all the other carotenoids. This is all about taking in high-quality food, but making sure that if you're going to eat carbohydrate, it better come in with fiber. Otherwise, eat it on its own. You want a sweet potato? Eat it on its own. Don't eat it with the olive oil smothered on top. Your body will burn the carbs, store the fat. It always will prioritize the sugar burning first, and the fat goes into storage. So, I've got a couple other game changers up here that I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to open it up to questions, because I want it to be more of a discussion than just a all-out lecture. But I haven't actually done a talk for several years, and I thought I would just kind of let you guys know where I'm at in my own personal journey and some new discoveries that I've made. And one of them is right here, which is called ahi flower seed oil. This is a vegan omega-3 EPA product that's 4 times more absorbed than flax, chia, sacha inchi, or any other plant-based omega-3. And why is it 4 times more absorbed? Because this plant, which in Latin is called Buglosoides arvensis, is actually grown in the UK, and it contains a very high amount of SDA, stearidonic acid, which converts readily from ALA to EPA. These fatty acids get broken down inside the body, and so this avoids the need for a large amount of the enzyme. You know, when you go in the health food store, they say, oh, you won't convert it. Take the fish oil. Don't take the plant-based. You can't really make the conversion. Who out here has heard that before? Yes, several people in the audience. This bypasses that conversion step. This is 4 times more absorbed than flaxseed oil and a vegan product without emptying the ocean. Because if the ocean is emptied, the planet will collapse. So, this product makes a very powerful environmental statement, but it's also very efficacious because this is as good or better than the best high quality fish oil in terms of anti-inflammatory. So if you're looking for a vegan omega-3, we've got it in veggie caps. We also have it in a liquid oil where we've added turmeric, holy basil, and rosemary, all organic supercritical oils we've added in. So the taste is outstanding. We also have the plain ahi flower oil for the purists that's what they want to taste. And it has a nutty omega-3 like taste. But this is a game changer in the category because vegans are typically low in omega-3. And I'm going to add another SKU very soon, which will be an algae DHA product. And then I'll combine them and you'll have a balanced EPA DHA blend, which will work for heart, brain, and practically head to toe. Some of you may or may not know about the master amino acid pattern, but the master amino acid pattern is a medical discovery that's actually in the physician's desk reference that sits on the doctor's desk as a total and complete substitution for dietary protein with no contraindications. Contraindications for dietary protein are renal failure, hepatic failure. That means kidney and liver failure. Because as we age, the more protein we eat, I know everybody's high on protein. Let's eat protein, protein, protein. Well, guess what, folks? The more protein you eat, the more you whack your kidney out. So, this is a 100% replacement for dietary protein. This is only the essential amino acids. This is not branched chain. This is a medical discovery. All 8 essential amino acids are in here in a very specific proportionality of one to another. This is 100% anabolic. 100% of what you swallow is going to go into the anabolic pathway, building cells and tissues and organs of higher quality. So if you want to build higher quality body parts as you replace your body, because every year you're replacing body parts, you can totally replace every part of your body over several years. This is the most efficient and effective way of doing it. Athletes use this. Elderly who want to slow down aging process use this, and extremely sick people take this product. A direct quote, 6-time Ironman world champion, Dave Scott. I use it, I love it, I recommend it. So, Curtis Joseph, numerous baseball and football and athletes are on this product, and with amazing results. I personally am starting, now that I'm in the keto diet zone, I'm starting to get up between 5 and 6 in the morning. I never did that in my life, and I'm starting to work out. But I know the results here because people constantly give me the feedback, and I know when I take this I can just keep going. And it's kind of counterintuitive because protein is usually a negative energy food and requires energy to actually break down. These are amino acids that immediately go to work. No enzymes required. Within 30 minutes, this is in your bloodstream. No waste. No stress on kidney, liver,